In our Peace of Mind segment this morning, 4th of July fireworks. They are a big part of the celebration, but can be very stressful for some military veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. And joining us this morning is Dr. Erin Romero, who is a clinical psychologist and trauma recovery expert with the Maryland VA healthcare system. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Can you talk about some of the issues that some veterans face when it comes to this time of year?
Yes. After experiencing a traumatic event and when someone has PTSD, oftentimes cues in the environment that resemble the traumatic event can bring on the physical and emotional reactions to the trauma. So with fireworks, oftentimes they resemble the sound of gunshots. And so for veterans who've experienced combat trauma and who are suffering with PTSD, often when those blasts go off, particularly when they're unexpected and they don't know they're going to be going off, their body will react to those as if they're gunshots from the trauma again. They might have significant emotional and physical reactions to it.
And it can be wide ranging, is that right? Maybe a panic attack, all sorts of things.
Yeah, we really individualize the person in terms of how they react to it. When someone has PTSD, it comes up after experiencing a life-threatening event like combat. And part of the symptoms is that they'll have re-experiencing of that event. During the day, it might come up out of the blue sometimes, but other times there's environmental cues that can bring it up. So with fireworks, they can really cue that trauma response. And so for those who have panic symptoms, that might come up, or those that just have PTSD without panic, it might just really throw them off and have the memories kind of vividly come to them out of the blue.
So when you're working with vets, what types of things do you do to help alleviate a night like tonight?
Yeah, so when we're working with veterans in treatment, we have really good treatments that help people recover from PTSD. And part of what we do is start to approach safe reminders in the environment and get used to it. So if someone we're working with really wants to celebrate the 4th of July in the way that they used to, and not all people with PTSD struggle with the 4th of July, but for those that do, we would start getting them prepared for it, maybe listening to fireworks ahead of time, sitting with those emotional and physical reactions and see that they go down over time, that cue in the environment is not the same thing like experiencing the combat again.
And it's important to go ahead and say that not all veterans have trouble with PTSD or fireworks. Some vets actually really love and enjoy the fireworks. But if somebody is interested in getting some help and maybe they haven't sought help before, what should they do?
Yeah, there's many ways that people can seek help. If for those in Maryland, if you're a veteran who is getting care at the VA Maryland healthcare system, you can call 410-605-7000, extension 57417, and you can get scheduled for a triage mental health appointment. There's also the www.ptsd.va.gov, which is the National Center for PTSD's website. They have a ton of information about PTSD for those suffering from it, their family members, and how to access treatment.
All right, Dr. Romero, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.